Week in Review, Monday, October 20th, 2025. So a couple weeks ago, I went to Palo Alto with my daughter. We had dinner up there and went to Bell's Books. Bell's Books has been around for 90 years. Really cool old bookstore down there in downtown Palo Alto. While we were there, she was looking for a book for school, and we came across some of Steinbeck's books. I'm a huge Steinbeck fan. Obviously, he grew up in this area. And she looked at East of Eden. She was going to get it. I told her that's one of my all-time favorite books. It's definitely top 5, but it's big and daunting, and she wanted something a little smaller. So we looked around, and I saw To a God Unknown, also a Steinbeck book, one of his earlier books. And so she picked that up. She started reading it, and I read it a long time ago. I don't remember when, but she was really enjoying it. So I finished the book I was reading, and I decided to pick that book up and start reading it. And so I downloaded it on my iPhone and started reading it. And just so we can talk about it together. And so I've been reading it for the past couple days. I checked my bookshelf to see when I read it, because so I have this bookshelf where since 2016, every book I read, I put in order of completion on this bookshelf, and I have all the books in order of year, in order of completion. The reason I started that in 2016, in 2015, late in 2015, Eric Preston gave me a book about the movie Mars by Matt Damon, and I think it was just called Mars or Martian or something like that. And I read it and really enjoyed it, and decided at that time I was going to start reading fiction, decided I was going to start reading the classics, and I started in 2016, and then decided I was going to keep track of all the books I read. Well, through this journey, so almost a decade now of reading and keeping track of all the books, I have not read any book twice. And so I've thought about doing it. There's a number of books I've wanted to reread, to include Les Mis, to include Master and Margarita, a few others. And so I've been very deliberate about not doing it, and I didn't know when I was going to do it. And so this book, To a God Unknown, I figured was going to be the first book I reread in this journey. Well, I went back and looked, and I wanted to find at what point I read it. And interestingly, when I started at 2016, the first book on this journey of reading that I've been on was that book. So To a God Unknown was the first book I read, the first book in my bookshelf in my categories of books. And now I'm reading it again. So pretty cool, pretty good book. Excited that I'm reading it and she's enjoying it, and I'm enjoying it in the second reading. And now I look forward to, now that I've cracked the seal on rereading books that I've read, I'll probably do that a few more times. Chris Cooper said that he did a post recently that someone sent me, and in the post he mentioned that we've lost 10,000 affiliates. We have definitely lost affiliates over the last several years, but we have not lost 10,000. So I think if he's going to make an assertion like that, the burden of proof lies on him to prove that number. So Chris, really interested on how you got to that math. Maybe there's something I'm not looking at, but if you're going to put that statement out there, definitely back it up, or at least if you're not going to publicly back up that assertion, at least email me and tell me how you came up with that number of that we've lost 10,000 affiliates, because that is not correct. All right, let's jump up into comments. At Dense Dumper, that's a funny name. Hi Dave, long-time watcher, first-time commenter. What was your take on this weekend's Crash Camp competition at CrossFit Crash? I didn't watch it, so no take on it, other than pretty cool that they do a community event in an affiliate, or a high-level competition in a community way at an affiliate. At Paisley Craig, I have several questions regarding the possibility of home garage gym affiliates. 1, will I need no level 1, L1, or L2? What is the annual fee? So if I were to approach the garage gym affiliate, here's how my perspective on it. I think there's 2 garage gym affiliate options. 1, where you're just an affiliate, or you're just associating with CrossFit, and you have permission to use the name for your garage gym affiliate, where no training is being done. And in that point, I don't think you need a level 1. I also don't think you need to pay a lot of money. Probably no money. Probably nothing. The second is a garage gym where you are going to train, and then at that point you do need a level 1, and probably a very reduced fee with some limitations on how many people you could train in your garage so you're not gaming the system. At Sweaty Palms Like Water. Many years ago when I used to wait tables, you sat at my table in Plano, Texas with this old guy after checking out the gym around the corner. I didn't know who you were. Everyone was so upset with me about it. Sorry I didn't know who you were. I know who you are now, and unbiasedly, you were extremely kind and respectful and still are. I don't understand the hate. Hope you're doing well. Thanks. I don't remember who the old guy was, and I don't remember the sitting at the table, but appreciate the note. Scottish G, I'm thinking of doing my level 1 next year. Does anyone know when they normally release the dates for the year? So we don't release the dates for the year. What we do is we watch the local market and the local area, and we have courses posted, and as they're selling faster, we'll post more. If they're selling slower, we won't post as many. So for example, in the early days, mid 2000s, of the big boom, we were posting a course every 2 or 3 weeks in San Diego. Then it slowed down to about one every month. Now we're probably at one every 2 or 3 months. And so that concept there, it's very market-based on what the demand is for that area. And so it fluctuates. So because of that, we don't have a yearly schedule. We post them out every 3 or 4 months based on how they're selling in a given area. At Salty Dad TM, the fire pit is cool. Who makes it? A company called Proud Pyro. Yes, it is cool. I have one at home too. At CrossFit Carnivore, Charisse, I have no question. I just want to say thank you for doing these. Thanks for watching. At Darling Zach, hi Dave. The way I have always seen it, CrossFit wears 3 hats: affiliation, education, and sport, the games. If the new coming owners of CrossFit wanted to simplify and drop one of those 3 things entirely, what do you think would be the best choice for CrossFit? Looking forward to your answer, and thanks for doing your weekend reviews. So all 3 exist, and all 3 need to exist. I think the dropping of this concept of dropping of there's an expression of breaking off the games and open in a way that still supports the other lines of business, but has complete accountability in their line. So that's different than what you're saying, because the games can't go away at this point, because if we made it go away, someone else would just pick it up and someone else would just run. So it'll always be there. And then obviously the affiliates and the education will continue to be there. At Rex Red NAXELA 9. Dave, the partnership with the Air National Guard is awesome. Come out and visit the 304th RQS at Portland Air National Guard Base anytime. Would love to make it up there. At Kelly Lewis 8264, what about an announcement at the United States Military Academy? That would be cool, but we've announced all the locations, and so we just announced last week that the next one is going to be, that just reminds me I need to talk about the podcast. The next one is going to be in Europe, or the first one's going to be in Europe. And so soon we'll announce the location in Europe. But excited about that. We haven't been to Europe in a few years, so that'll be fun. A few years for an open announcement. At Luis Oliveira 601, when CAP came up, it was aligned with the main site. Fact for my affiliate to get frustrated thinking that we'd be paying for a programming that it was for free on the main site, not acknowledging all the precious information coming in CAP, but how to prepare, scale, etc., warm up for a full class. I don't know what you're saying here. Fact for my affiliate to get frustrated, think that we'd be paying for a programming that it was for free on the main site. So let's say, okay, you're not paying for CAP. It's part of your affiliation fee. So basically you get CAP as an affiliate included in your affiliation fee. If it was following main site, the people following main site aren't getting all the additional CAP resources that go with it that you find in the affiliate toolkit. So I don't think that issue that you're saying is an issue. Or maybe you're saying, maybe I'm misunderstanding it. At Zach Rosario S7R, Dave, thanks for all you do for the community and nice job on the 5K. For your hamstring, do you have anyone working on it besides doing exercise? Might be worth getting some type of manual therapy, such as myofascial release, soft tissue mobilization, etc. Those injuries can be stubborn and keep reoccurring if the tissue itself isn't remodeled appropriately following tear strain. Yeah, absolutely. Back when Rossi was working with us, I'd have those guys work on me whenever I saw them. And locally, there's a gentleman named Quan in Santa Cruz who I have work on me. I haven't had him do anything in a few weeks, maybe a month. But when I first injured the hamstring, he was helping me a lot. But yes, I agree on your comment there. At Jess1965, Hey Dave, appreciate these reviews. Ever consider bringing Hiller along to one of your trips, events, activations to film and share? It might be good. I have not considered that. I've actually shot down the concept in the past, but I'd be open to it now. And then finally, podcasts. So this week, the Sport of CrossFit Podcast is launching with Chase Ingram hosting, and we're going to do that live weekly. And also, the main CrossFit podcast will still also exist live and weekly. And then they also do some pre-recorded stuff too. This week on the CrossFit Games podcast, I'm going to join for a few minutes, and Tia is going to also join for several minutes, and she is going to announce the new location for the home of the CrossFit Games next year. So check out the podcast. It's going to be good. Check out the other one too. It's good, and excited to have some big announcements coming. All right. Thanks for watching the Week in Review. Leave your comments in the comment section, and I will see you next week. Oh, yeah, and finally, so I just posted a video this morning of making a leather belt. So on TDC Mercantile, I posted it on this YouTube channel, but I created a new TDC Mercantile link. So basically, I take a huge hide of leather that I ordered. This one was Wicked and Craig, chestnut brown. And then I cut it down into straps. And once I have the straps all cut down for the belts, then I cut out the holes, and then I store them. Then when someone buys a belt, I pull a blank out of storage, and then I finish the blank, cut it exactly to the length that the person ordered, put it all together, finish the edges, and then package it up. So the finishing of the belt for a recent order is what I highlighted in the video. So I'm going to post more videos of some of the leatherwork stuff I do, and eventually of the olive oil process and how I get it to the point to where I'm selling it online. The leather stuff is fun. I've done leather work for a very long time, and I've sewed for a very long time. Both things I enjoy, and so it's an escape, and it's a way to stay busy and keep my mind active without staying in the CrossFit space. So it's a nice outlet, and I enjoy making things, and I have fun with it. All right, thanks a lot. Out.